stocks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made a killing and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made a killing and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Man left. 1-1. Hey, we got 4 now.
Now Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Foles. Safarian Jenkins has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Foles. And able to find Conley. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the pass. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check.
They'll drop the throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game of the loss last week, but a nice play there. Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Keeper.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless. And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
44, Mike, 44. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
To throw here, Dalton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one. Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it. By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time. All right, back to football. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Motion, I got one.
Third down, a shot here for Doink. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we go again. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
2nd and 6. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's got Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hands up, 318! 47! Squeeze, double. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check mic 47. Check mic 47.
Play action now. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
And Dalton to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
44, Mike, 44. Down to lose one. Here you go, Cam. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. We got to get the ball, D.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Eifert has it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Andy Dalton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
44 is the Mike. Rip left. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
1st and 10 from Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Let's get it. Folks, lead. 3 bucks. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. Y'all not ready. Hey, echo. Mike's 47.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
That's another Bengals.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Watch the fly. Motion. Pop. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Here we go. 368. 48's the Mike.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, motion backfield.
throwing again. Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Andy Dalton now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, Bernard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They got 368. Mike's going forward. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Snap came and won. Now here's Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Again, Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Heads up. Lead. Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Check, 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 check.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Fielded at the 43. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check safety, check safety.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And a yard at the 28-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, hey, check 24, check 24. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Set, set, set. Hey, hey, check 24, watch 24. Hey, go, sound cool, sound cool. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 15. Check 15. Easy.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alfred Blue. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you. Hey, high 7.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Nice. Nice 50. Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Dalton going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check. Go. We're good.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
50. Mike 50. We own this.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Play action here with Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hands up, PAT! Right there, 56. Blue down.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Bernard. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Regular. 44, Mike. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Check.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's keep moving. 93, 52,
Throwing, Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and ball.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
Andy Dalton.
Coming to the side.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
They go 368. 44, Mike, 44. Bring it. Hey, box truck.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Drop deep. Great. 54. Hey, exit. 54. Go.
Now Foles. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
You can't block me. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Right here. Check 37. Check 37.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. And his throw is incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Foles. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Regular. Mike 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, Haywood.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give right side. Bernard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Check, 47. I got you. Mike's 47. Let's make these babies cry. Watch this. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Bravo. 7's the mic. Here you go.
All right, here's Dalton. Now in desperation. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We got 4. Hey, orbit. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Mike 50. 65.
Dalton wants to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
got you. Move. Mike Fofo. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. 44. Mike, 44. It's out time. It's out time.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. He's back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Push him back.
Here you go, Ken.
Mike 50. Rabbit. Go.
It's do or die for Dalton. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for Cincinnati, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against